Hey everyone, I'm Lisa Caprara, and I'm here with the Clubhouse manager, Corey Saccone. Corey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm here in Somerset right now at the stadium, just trying to get ready on the off day for the start of the series tomorrow.
So, can you walk me through, like, what do you do all day? What are your duties? What are your responsibilities as a clubhouse manager?
Pretty much like from morning till end of the game, like you're doing laundry a lot of the time, whether it's jerseys, pants, like guys' personal stuff. Um, and then throughout the day, you're just kind of taking requests, getting things ready for the game itself, getting baseballs ready, making sure the umpires have the baseballs. There's bat boys that help out and they get stuff prepared as well. BP, we need different machines for batting practice certain days, and sometimes it's in the cages. So can't do everything, but just kind of make your way around and make the rounds around the clubhouse, and just as long as the players and coaches and staff have everything, then you're fulfilling your duties.
Sounds like a lot of work, but I know you're capable of doing it.
Yeah, it's fun. I can't complain.
What does it mean to you to be a part of the New York Yankees organization?
It's a dream come true, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
growing up and just seeing like the Yankees and the pinstripes and all that stuff, it's to be a part of it. It's pretty awesome, and to show up every day and be here, it's really cool to be in this organization. Hopefully, good things keep coming from it, and hopefully the Yankees just keep getting better and better. And it's great.
You have a really unique lens, like being behind the scenes in the clubhouse, talking with the players and seeing them come and go. What separates players that get called up from the ones who don't?
But it's tough because like there are times where right away, somebody's going to be a major leaguer, and then there's other times where you just go about your everyday life with them, and it's pretty casual and day to day, blah blah blah, and then all of a sudden, next thing you know, they're in the major leagues like a year or two later, and you're like, oh, that's I didn't see it, but that's cool. Like it's a cool feeling, but um, yeah, I would say like probably work ethic probably would separate the majority of the guys. A lot of guys show up, they go by the practice schedule, they have their routines, blah blah blah, and then you got guys who stay after the game and get an extra lift in, or come a little bit earlier and get an extra lift in, or do extra stretching and just whatever they can to get their bodies prepared for that particular game or series. And yeah, you could just tell by like a way the way somebody gets their bodies ready for
Yeah.
years to come, and then if they've been playing baseball their lives and they have enough talent, they're most likely going to make it.
Very competitive. That's every young little baseball player's dream to play in the major leagues. It's a long journey. What do you think keeps athletes motivated to, not quit and to just keep going and pushing through it?
I think that's just it. I mean, they're starting at a young age, and you just pick up like that passion. And
Yeah.
I mean, for me personally, like I'm not playing, but I've loved baseball as my favorite sport my whole life.
Yeah.
So just being a part of it and being like with the guys and seeing baseball being played and all that, like it, I don't know, just kind of knowing that you're like on the way to the ballpark. It's just like kind of that feeling like it's game day, or it's
Game
it's
day.
baseball. Like it's fun. Like it's fun. It's cool. And
Yeah.
I mean, it's like you're playing or working for your favorite sport, and like you can't beat that. So I feel like it's just kind of easier than most jobs, because you can just show up, do your job, and you're enjoying what you do. So like there's literally nothing better than that.
Is there like a specific player that has a certain pregame routine that stood out to you or anything different from others that you've noticed?
I mean, I've seen some guys like their eating habits are a little off course. I know one guy in particular who has like McDonald's and chocolate milk before he pitches, and
McDonald's every day.
does really well with it. So it works. So I don't say anything or judge him on it, but
So funny.
yeah, yeah. I don't see anything like too crazy. It's just like a lot of headphones, just ice tub, hot tub, just getting yourself prepared for the game. Pretty much. Like I don't really see anything too crazy. I know there are stories out there of guys who do certain routines and
Yeah.
superstitions, but I don't experience that too much here.
What's the hardest part about your job?
To be honest, trying to please everybody. You got 50 people you're taking care of on a day-to-day basis, plus more, outside of here, like guys coming down from different areas or coming up from different areas. And, um, you
Yeah.
for me personally, like I like to try to be as perfect as possible, or get as much done as possible in my position or just in my everyday life. And you catch yourself just realizing it's not possible to get every single thing done every day. So you just have to process of elimination and just prioritize, and that's kind of how I have to live my life, by prioritizing. And but yeah, just trying to make sure everybody's good. But that's the fun part of the job, is to try to make sure everybody's like all taken care of and good. But it's tough though. It is.
Do you have a favorite memory at the stadium?
Clinching the clinching the first half was pretty cool. I mean, we were able to pop bottles and
Yeah.
celebrate. And I haven't been a part of that, so
It's always fun
well,
to see.
I have been, but it's been a while. So it was pretty cool to be at the forefront here. And they won the championship last year, so they're trying to repeat, and I'm just trying to be a part of this one. So it's pretty cool.
It's amazing how people come from everywhere, like all around the world, and have the same thing in common. Like playing baseball.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
it's crazy too, because like I mean, we have different teams come from all over, and everywhere we go too, there's different, you'll see different people everywhere. And then like they're all fans of like certain players or certain teams.
yeah.
It's pretty cool to experience. It's like you're right there in the action.
Yeah. When a Major League Baseball player comes down for rehab or they're injured and they join the team, how is the vibe different? Did you see any like different changes in energy?
So we have like an extra staff locker room that's kind of separated from the players, like clubhouse. And so I keep MLB rehabs down there. So as far as like being in the locker room at the same time as the guys, they're not. They're separated, but to come in and get food and eat and sit down on the couches and all that, they have to all be in the same like clubhouse player lounge. So during that time, more like certain guys more than others, when I've walked in with them to the player lounge and all the minor leaguers are here, you definitely see everybody kind of head turns and just kind of that quick glance and just kind of see who it is and what the
Yeah.
vibe is. But overall, like the guys just are themselves after that. The initial just kind of like glance, kind of see what they're about. And they'll keep it down a little bit. They won't be as rowdy, but they have their moments. If we have certain guys who are rehabs who are animated and like to have fun, they'll be loud with them and do their certain routines and watch their certain shows that they get all into. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's more just kind of like whenever they're in the lounge together. In the dugouts, kind of the same thing. It's more, the guys are definitely locked into like certain at bats, or it's a pitcher. They're definitely watching the pitcher very intently on the mound. But
Yeah.
I don't think they're necessarily like starstruck or anything. I think it's more just keep the same vibe as best you can, and let the major leaguer do what they have to do to rehab to get back to where they are, and just kind of go about it that way.
Were there any relationships that you developed and you were sad to see, like your friend go or get called up, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, over the years, like it's happened, and it's just one of those things. Like my thing with my first year being like clubhouse manager, like the first time it happened, like when I think a player got released, and I was like, oh man, this is tough. Like I become close with him, with his family, with my wife, and everything. And I'm like, that was tough. Like, is this how it is? And then the next, I think, week or two after that, just a few years back, was the trade deadline. So then I lost four guys, and then I was like, okay, I need to realize this is the industry. It's what it is. This is the behind the scenes aspect of it, and just kind of it is what it is. I can be close to the guys. I can have relationships, but you can't get too stuck on all that or caught up in the moment or anything. But yeah, it's tough. You definitely have guys that you're closer with than others, or gaining certain relationships one way or another. And when you lose them, and you're with them for a while, then it's pretty cool.
Have you ever had to give advice to any of the players to keep them locked in and keep going?
That's not. I mean, it's not necessarily my role. I'm more like to do that, and the way I do it is kind of just stay loose with them.
Yeah.
just be a person that they can always vent to or talk to about anything, which is, there are guys who have over the years.
You
and
need that.
definitely
You
have.
definitely need that once in a while.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, they're around the same guys every day and the same team and coaches and all that. So like, I just try to make sure they know that they can, if they ever have to talk to anybody, I'm obviously always there. But I think even just have some fun and joke around. Like we have a pretty good time in this clubhouse, and we play some music and some cars, and yeah, just have a good time.
It's always good to balance it out, be competitive, be serious, but also make sure you have fun. It's very important.
Yeah, yeah. The winning is the more important thing. But yeah, we
Yes,
definitely have some
definitely
fun.
get that win.
Yeah.
For everyone trying to be, a clubhouse manager like you, what advice do you have to give to them and what do they have to look forward to?
To be, definitely be ready to work a lot of hours and be ready to grind it out. And, definitely you need to be into sports. You need to be a baseball fan. Willing or eager to learn, like this is definitely a good position for that. You're
Mhm.
going to make mistakes. You're going to learn a lot every single day. And it's cool because if you are a baseball fan, there's so many benefits and perks to it. And you're around professional baseball players, you're around potentially your favorite team, and top prospects, and rehabs, and major leaguers that you see on TV that you never thought you'd meet. And it's cool. You do have to separate fandom from like work and being around the guys and being on the team and with the team. And I was able to do that a long time ago, luckily, because when I was younger, I was definitely a big baseball fan and loved getting autographs and like going to
Yeah.
spring training. But now just kind of having a relationship with these guys and just getting stuff done for them, and just the benefits that come from all that is pretty fun and worth it. I would say it's definitely good. That's the
Yeah.
place I would say it's something worth it. At the end of the day.
Well, you definitely are doing an amazing job and you are part of all their journeys. Everyone you meet, you touch everybody's life in a positive way and keep it up. You're doing great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully we can bring home another championship here. I can be a part of this one, and hopefully New York can do the same thing, and throughout the whole organization with low A, high A, and triple A too. I know all those clubhouse managers. We all talk all the time, have our
Yeah,
group
yeah.
chats. So yeah, we're all pulling for each other and rooting for each other. And once you're in this industry, you're in. Everybody knows
You're
everybody.
in.
So
You're locked in.
yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Corey.
Thank you, Lisa. Appreciate it.